Hello guys, welcome to the part 2 of the planning IELTS essay video. As I hope you all guys have watched the part 1 and understood the topic of our this video. So in this video I will provide you the sample answer of the topic which we have discussed earlier, and I will give you some vocabulary as well as the connectors that you can also use in your writing. So remembering the topic was, some people say that the main environmental problem of our time is loss of particular species of plants and animals. Others say there are more important environmental problems. Discuss both these views and give your own opinion. So in previous video we were done with planning our ideas, and we had grabbed a structure of our essay. So now, beginning our sample answer, first of all we have to write the introduction, and in my introduction I always prefer paraphrasing the question, stating the both ideas, and afterwards the next thing, the most important thing that I will mention in the introduction is outline essay and my viewpoint. So for paraphrasing, it means that you have to write whole statement in new words. You have to reform the task statement, and we have to state both the ideas, that means cover all parts of the statement. Now coming to the outline essay is the thesis line. I will write that this essay, or in this essay I will. So guys, please avoid writing in this essay I will, because the essay is discussing, you guys are not telling the examiner, the essay is telling. So the perfect thesis line for the IELTS task 2 is, in this essay both the topics will be discussed before reaching a meaningful conclusion. And then I will write my opinion. In my opinion, or you can say indeed, in my opinion, both problems are the same. So this was the key point that we have concluded while planning our task. Now starting our introduction, it is obvious that the planet is in great danger, but people disagree over whether the main problem is the loss of certain species or other issues such as climate change. This essay will discuss both views and conclude that they are both interrelated, and that there is no one problem that is the first. So here we have rephrased our question. First of all, I wrote a general line that today whole planet is in a great danger. Then I paraphrased the statement and mentioned both the points that people disagree. There in the statement we were provided with two different lines. I combined them and wrote that people disagree over whether the main problem is loss of certain species or other issues such as climate change. In the previous statement we were not mentioned about the other problems, but here I wrote what major problem is there in my viewpoint, that is climate change. And the next thing that should be highlighted here is I have used whether and or. This combination you guys can also use in the topic where you have given two different viewpoints. Now coming to our structure of the paragraph 2, that is our body paragraph 1. In paragraph 2, first of all it will start with the general sentence about the topic, that will be the extinction of the species. Then we will explain that why the plants and animals are going extinct, that why is this happening. Then we will explain why extinction of plants and animals is such a serious issue. And at last, in the paragraph, we will conclude by making the overall point clear. We will conclude at the last of a body paragraph that this thing we have discussed in whole of the paragraph. So always try to make your paragraph in this form only. First of all, highlight your point, give explanation, at last give an outline sentence. In the outline sentence, always provide a conclusion of your body paragraph. This is a very good structure, and hopefully you guys will surely get a 9 band and coherence. This is a 9 band structure of our task 2. Now coming to our paragraph 2, around the world, species of animals and plants are dying at shocking rate. Forests are being cut down to make way for giant cattle farms, while endangered animals are being poached so that their body parts can be sent to China to make fake medicines. This is a devastating trend, not just because these animals don't deserve to die, but because biodiversity is tremendously important to the planet. When sharks are killed, for example, it is not just the sharks that die. The whole underwater ecosystem faces collapse, which can be catastrophic for the world. So, in this body paragraph, first of all, we wrote that species are dying at shocking rate or at alarming rate. Then we told why this is happening. Forests are being cut, animals are poached for making medicine. So afterwards we wrote this is a very bad trend because animals also have a right to live. Also the biodiversity is important. Then we clarified our point with the help of example that when sharks are killed, then whole underwater ecosystem faces collapse, because once the sharks are killed, the whole food triangle will be collapsed of the underwater species. The work or the duties which are to be completed by the sharks, they all remained uncompleted. So due to this, the underwater system faces problem. Now similarly we will structure our paragraph 3, that is our body paragraph 2. In this, first of all, I will write a transition sentence. Transition sentence will tell our second point. Topic sentence, then we will explain climate change, that what are the causes and what are the effects of the climate change. Then we will explain why climate change is bad. Afterwards, we will maintain a link between this paragraph and the previous paragraph, and then at last we will explain why both animal extinction and climate change are interrelated. Now coming to our body paragraph 2, other problems exist aside from just loss of the species. Major environmental issues today include climate change. This is caused by many factors such as air pollution and loss of the forests and coral reefs, and it has massive potential ramifications such as sea level rises and desertification. Ultimately, this could lead to the extinction of humanity and destruction of our world. However, to say that it is worse than extinction of certain species overlooks the fact that they are related. When we kill certain plants and animals, we are contributing to climate change indirectly, and all of these environmental tragedies bring the world closer to complete destruction. So, first of all, we wrote that there are many problems apart from the loss of species. The major problem is climate change. Then we told about the causes of climate change. They are loss of forest and coral reefs. Then we told that there are massive Ramifications means bad results, that are the sea level rises and there is desertification also means the land becomes barren. If you guys want to explain, you can explain that if the land becomes desertified, then humans will face difficulties in the crop production. Therefore there will be a problem for the humans because they will be unable to grow the plants. Therefore it is true that the other environmental problems and loss of plants and animals are interrelated, so this way is also good. Afterwards, in our body paragraph 2, we wrote that this could lead to extinction of humanity. That if desertification happens, it will cause the loss of humanity. So then we wrote a sentence that both these problems are interrelated. When we kill plants and animals, then climate change happens, and all these environmental tragedies bring our planet closer to massive destruction. Now, coming to our last paragraph, that is the conclusion. Here, just our point is to paraphrase the main idea. That means we have to write both the problems are interlinked. So, in conclusion, there are many ways in which humans are wreaking havoc on the planet, but it is hard to say that one is worse than another because they all add up to the same result. So, this was the proper and band 9 sample answer to this topic. I hope you all guys have understood all the things, and if you have any doubt, please post a comment and ask the doubts and solve your queries. I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching.